Hey there, it's JT and welcome to Coaching Moment. This is a video where I talk to you about a specific opportunity you have to really move your career forward. And these are based on comments that we see in some of our most popular videos. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a video that if you haven't seen already, please check it out up above, where we gave you 3 questions that you ask in the interview that make you look desperate. Nobody wants to look desperate in interviews, right? But it was interesting because we got a ton of feedback from people. They didn't like one of the suggestions we had, which is that you never talk about salary and benefits in the early stages of the interview. A lot of people took issue with that and said, hey, look, you should talk about it right away because you need to know whether or not you're wasting each other's time. Now, I get that in theory, but this is one of those coaching moments I'm talking about that can really separate you and get you the success you're looking for. And that's because you're not thinking about it from the employer's point of view. You know, they're actually a company that's buying your services. You're a business of one selling your services. And anytime we buy something, we have to really think about it, especially something expensive. And guess what? You're expensive. Your salary and benefits are not cheap. So in those early stages of the interview process, they're trying to understand whether or not they trust you, whether or not they respect you, whether or not they think you'd be the right fit. Then it makes sense to talk about salary negotiations. I want you to imagine for a minute, if you were to walk in someplace and you were about to buy something expensive, and the salesperson walked up to you and in the first few minutes of the conversation said, well, how much are you looking to spend? You know, I don't want to waste my time here. That's exactly the impression you're giving when you, the job seeker, start asking about salary and benefits in the very first interview. It's just a disrespectful thing. You need to wait your turn. It's up to you to sell your skills and abilities. You want them absolutely in love with you so that when they decide you are the perfect person for the job and they extend you the offer, you now sit in the driver's seat. You'll be able to negotiate for what you really want because you've earned that opportunity. So now when you get the job offer and maybe it's not exactly what you wanted, you could then say, wow, I'm so excited about this opportunity, but this wasn't exactly the salary I was looking for. And let me explain why. If you were to pay me a bit more, I would be so much happier and able to do this job fully for you. You see, once again, they're going to be listening to this because they don't want to lose out. They don't want to pick their second best candidate. They want you. And this is where your negotiation power really increases. So when you talk salary and benefits in the beginning, not only do you send a bad message, but you actually take your own negotiation power away. You don't want to do that. So did you find this coaching moment helpful? All right, then I need you to do 2 things. First of all, I want you to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and check that little bell. That way you're going to get instant notifications every time we come out with new coaching moments and other great career advice material to help you move your career forward. And secondly, questions, comments, feedback. We love to hear from you. Is there a coaching moment you want us to focus on? Put that information down below and we might choose you for our next coaching moment. But until then, just remember this. If you learned anything today, wait to talk about salary and benefits. The more trust and respect that you can earn throughout the process, the better the chances that you get offered the job, and then you sit in the driver's seat to be able to negotiate the salary that you really want.